really, this would actually be a good time to also, because we just added it, the Eventbrite, tell us kind of how you use Eventbrite and how it's being used in your business. And then I can show off what we do to facilitate that part, and make that happen. And, if there's other ideas that you have that maybe we can incorporate, or if there's people that watch the recording later, they see that, they may get a hold of you and say, hey, we want to do the same thing. Can you coach us or something? So
yeah, yesterday we had our weekly meeting, and from the event, we're preparing several events through the years. One is buy 3 houses in 3 years, and the other one is going to be fix and flips. So those are kind of different, and different home buyer seminars. And for the last month, we've been having, we market, a different kind of home buyer seminar. And we usually work with first-time home buyers, down payment assistance programs, city Dallas, county, the state, grant. But since the new administration, they're giving, all the programs that are going away. So we have to kind of like a switch gears. And now, hey, let's work with investors. Let's work with people that already have a house. They want to buy a second house. Maybe we can teach them how to do rentals. It's a mindset where people, hey, I can own a couple of properties, and rent it out. So we help. I'm getting some harmony lenders coming to the seminars. I'm getting private investors who lend money to individuals that they're looking to have a couple of properties to rent out. So it's a different programs assisting. We can do all. There's a lot of stuff on real estate we can do, but the approach was a little bit different. So we got pretty good results. I know we show you the Eventbrite. So we usually redirect everybody to Eventbrite. So, of course, Eventbrite, you get the free service. And then if you want to do more stuff like marketing, email, texting, you have to pay more money. So this is our first time that we use an Eventbrite. We usually, we register our people, and then we grab the link, like I showed you, and then we just Google Calendar. So we just there. But that was a little bit different. And what I like about the integration with Eventbrite and SAM is that we don't have to do all that stuff manually.
Right.
Enter information manually. People will call us. Now with Eventbrite, we get the list. We were getting the list only, but we didn't have the integration. But now is, the lead comes to the SAM, and now we can do the follow-up. We can do the follow-up manually, but now the way you taught us yesterday, how let's go and create a routine. Let's see somebody come and register. What do you want them to tell them? Usually we were, as we were the Hispanic community, so we have it in Spanish. And they get a ticket. The tickets, they get a ticket, to Eventbrite. Thank you. Here's the ticket. I said all in English. Now we can, with Sam, we can have it in Spanish. Hey, thank you so much for your registration. Here's the information of the event. Prepare yourself. And now we can do the drip campaign where, one day before or the day of the day at the event, send them the address, have them prepared to come in over, things that we can actually, the system would do it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. So whenever you have your events, you are you've got these lenders and investors and stuff there. Do you have them speak
Yes.
up
Yes.
front and do a little deal type thing, or?
Yeah. This is our first event that we're going to be doing, and so that they get the opportunity to come in, from the beginning, and then introduce and they will talk about, hey, I got this program. It can be useful, so you can buy this particular property. We had a previous event where, hey, there is a down payment assistance program. There is money available. You have to apply. You have to do these. This is the criteria. This is the criteria where you need to have all these requirements and everything. So now we give them the opportunity, 5 minutes, talk about, what kind of product they have. I usually, for this event, I have 2 lenders. These 2 lenders, they come in and they want to talk about their programs, how to buy the first house, how to buy the second house, and how to buy the third house. So that's where we at. So we give them 5 minutes opportunity so we can talk about their programs, the time for an hour, maybe 10, 15 minutes to do the whole training or the whole class.
Great. For those that are just joining us, I want to introduce you guys to Jose Lopez. We go back, 25
years,
30 years, in a long time. It's like some of you guys. And once again, I appreciate y'all. But Jose, last week, he was telling me about some of the things that he's doing with events, doing different types of events. He's got 2 of them that he does. One is the buy 3 houses in 3 years, and another one is a fix and flip that he's doing. But what he's doing is having them register through Eventbrite. And Eventbrite is another service that allows you to set up tickets and events and stuff. And they have a free tier. Now, Jose, do you use the free one, or do you pay for more?
Free one. Free.
That's good. Okay, so so we were talking last week, and he was telling me about what he's doing and how he's doing it. And it's like, man, this would be really good for an integration, and what can we do? So he and I got online and we just kind of went through what he was doing. And so over the weekend, like I tend to do, I whipped together an integration package for it. And what I wanted to do was kind of show what that was, but I also wanted to, Jose to kind of give his insights on, how he's using Eventbrite, and then how that then applies. And if you just joined us, you missed some of it, we'll have this as a replay, so you can go back and replay it. But I wanted to at least give you a little bit of context as to where this is coming from and what we're doing. What I wanted to do was kind of cover a few of the different changes that we did this past week. We've had some big things, so we'll get into that. And let me go ahead and show this part. Did you have anything else you wanted to share, Jose, on that? I mean, you did a great job, and the primary thing for you is the fact that you've got an event. You've got people that are attending that event that are ordering it through Eventbrite, and a majority of them, or maybe even all of them, are all Spanish speaking.
Yes.
So one of the challenges that he was running into was Eventbrite is English. So whenever the information was being sent back to them, it was all in English, which isn't, I mean, most of them can read English anyway, probably. But the correspondence from that point was, from that point on, just stopped at Eventbrite. But what he wanted to do was set up routines then that once they registered, then, send them out something immediately, but send it in Spanish. Let them know when the event was, what the event time and location information, and then also a little bit before that, be able to send out a reminder and 24 hours or, an hour before or something, send out some reminders. So setting up the routines that go along with that. So let me just do a for instance here. So here I went to Eventbrite, and then up in this upper right corner, so I come into my manage events, And here's my event. So we're doing a demo days in a few days, March 27th, which is our normal demo of the software. Whoever wants to attend can attend, and at 3 o'clock. So what you can do is set up this event, give the details and stuff on it, and then you can get this URL. So you as agents, you're going to promote this event, whatever your event is, you can have it come here, in which case tell some information about it, when it is, location, whatever details about the event. For Jose, it's the buy 3 houses in 3 years, and the details about that. And Jose, you have this part in Spanish, right? I mean, all that detail is.
Yes, I have it in Spanish, and also you can put a banner so it will look much better.
Make it fancy. You can do a lot of things with it, but the general purpose here is you can set up different types of tickets. You can actually have like general admission tickets. You can set up VIP tickets, stuff like that. In this case, it's a free event, so general admission. You can also specify how many people are going to be attending. Now, this is important because we want to be able to capture those contacts in the database. So then I come over here and I say, reserve the spots. And then it comes up and says, okay, who are you? We're going to check out. So it comes in through all this stuff here and gives me my total and stuff. So then I click on register. Then it will come up and say, okay, we've got people, because we're doing multiple people. We've got the main person that did the order, but we've got 2 other people. So who else are we? So we might have Sam Simpson, and I'm going to put in Mark plus Sam Simpson at workflowsecrets.info. And then another attendee, maybe put in Mary Fields, and Mark plus Mary Fields at workflowsecrets.info. And we'll leave, actually, let me put this as I'll leave that one. What this does is it keeps me in my account by keeping it that way. I've already got a mark, so it's going to be an update to that account. But what this does is then I come over here and I say complete the order. Okay, boom, it sends that order to Eventbrite and updates the information. But ultimately, what it's doing is whenever you come into SAM, we can come over to the contacts. And in here, I'm doing a filter. So let me change my filter here, and I'm going to filter. This is one of the other updates that we did recently. Is I'm going to say demo days 2025 and say show contacts. So whenever here's Sam Simpson. So it collected the name, the address, and the email, which was what it was. At the same time, it put in some dates, but it also put in a new field that we've created called attendee entered date. So they're attending an Eventbrite event. It's a special Eventbrite field that can now be used in the routine. So whenever that field is filled in, it can kick off a routine to go do the reminders and stuff like that. So that's what we've set up is the ability for Eventbrite events to come in. And not only did it do Sam, but it also did Mary Fields up here as well. So you can ignore these. These are bad ones. But what this does is brings that information in, and then we can do the automation. And whenever we look at those contacts, it automatically puts in a tag called Eventbrite attendee. That's an automatic. And And then it also puts in the ticket type that was selected. In this case, general admission. And then we have a place where you can specify an additional tag that you may want for whatever purposes that event is. So what I want to do today is show you how to set this piece up. It's really actually pretty easy. Up in the upper right-hand corner, we have the little drop down for integrations. And if we go down here in integrations, we've got a new Eventbrite integration piece. There are 4 fields that you've got to fill in. And what you do is you go into your Eventbrite area, and there is organization settings area here where you can set up your information and account settings. And over here there's a developer links area where you can click on this. You can go into your API keys section, and within that API key section, and let me pull this off screen because I don't want to expose my APIs. Just want to make sure that they don't show. Yeah, they don't. What you can do is you can click on this create API keys, and then you'll give it a name of some sort. Now we put in SAM Accelerator Manager, SAM. You can put in whatever you want, workflow secrets, whatever, but this is the API keys that you would use in Eventbrite for the integration with SAM. Whenever you do that, it's going to have some information that's going to display down in this lower area, and you will just copy each of those 4 fields of information into the 4 fields here, and then click on the save credentials. Then the other thing that it's going to do is whenever you come in here, it's going to show this webhook URL field. And this is information that is needed. I'm going to pull that one off. I'll show this other one. This is information that's needed in your account of Eventbrite for setting up the webhook site. So you're going to come down here and you're going to set up a new add a webhook, and it'll ask you what's the webhook address, and you'll get it from this link right here. You just click on the little copy button right here and then paste it into the field that pops up, and then you can save it. Now what this does then is this makes a 2-way communication between us and Eventbrite. Once you have pasted that into your webhook, then it's going to show up this area. What you can do is you can come in here, and if you don't have the meeting already in the list, you can add it to it. I'm just going to go ahead and delete it for right now. I come in here to Eventbrite, and then I can say, well, the event that's in my Eventbrite account, because we're using the API, it can tell us what events are available. You may have 2 or 3 in there. You can, pick and choose, but I'm going to select the event, and then I can say, what tag do I want to, put in here? And it'll give you a list of the tags that are in SAM. So then you select that, and then you just click on add. So now, whenever somebody goes to the event in Eventbrite, they order a ticket, they're going to send information to this URL about the ticket that, hey, we've got an order, and this is our AI, it's our back end for AI connections and doing stuff, but it's a special webhook that allows us to communicate with lots of different websites and stuff. We get the information from your account about what it is, and then we can use that information then to find out the information about the person that ordered. We also at the same time grab, okay, well, if they are coming for this event, I want this tag to be added to the event. If you don't want a tag on there, you don't have to even do this part if you don't want, but this just allows us to tag the event for a special tag. So once that is set up once, you're golden. If you use a different event each time, if you want it tagged differently each time, you just need to come in here and change the tag accordingly based off of the meeting that you've set up and the tag that you need.